Hi, welcome to Sensei Kujaku. I'm Krish Kothari. Today we're going to talk about one of the fastest growing chemical companies in India, Balaji Speciality Chemicals Limited. As India embarks on the journey of becoming a $5 trillion economy, it is imperative that the manufacturing sector be a driving force for growth. Within the manufacturing sector, it is clear that chemical companies will have an important role to play, given the wide-ranging applications of the products they make.
Sensei Kujaku.
The chemical sector has been one of the largest wealth creators for investors in India in recent years. And one of the largest wealth creators of the last decade from the chemical space was Balaji Amines. At its peak, it was a 140 bagger over these 10 years, with its stock price growing at a compounded growth rate of over 60%. Balaji Specialty Chemicals Limited, a subsidiary of Balaji Amines, filed its DRHP in 2022 with an intention to get listed on the stock exchanges. The company is one of the fastest growing chemical producers in India in recent years. So let's understand the business of Balaji Specialty Chemicals. As always, nothing said in this video is a recommendation to or not to buy, sell or hold any security. It is important to distinguish between specialty chemical companies and commodity or bulk chemical companies. The clearest way to differentiate between these two types of companies is to look at the margin profile. Specialty chemical companies tend to have materially higher gross margins than commodity chemical companies. More importantly, specialty chemical companies tend to have greater stability in their margins, a function of the complexity involved in manufacturing specialty chemicals. The complexity allows such companies to charge higher rates, since there will generally be few producers that have the capability to produce such goods, thereby offering the advantage of pricing power. Additionally, clients are more concerned with quality and reliability than simply price, and therefore willing to pay the higher prices. Commodity chemical companies, on the other hand, tend to have more volatile margins, not dissimilar to commodity producers in other sectors, and are therefore at the mercy of market prices as they lack any real pricing power. Balaji Specialty Chemicals mainly produces 5 chemical products, namely EDA, PIP, DETA, AEEA, and AEP. The company produces each of these chemicals using the monoethanolamine process, which process has been licensed for a period of 10 years beginning in 2019. It is the sole Indian manufacturer of each of these products using this process and relies on import substitution to grow its revenue. Other producers generally use the EDC route to manufacture these products. The key raw materials for the company are MEA or monoethanolamine and ammonia, both of which are readily available. Major clients of Balaji Specialty include Nanjing Union Chemical, UPL, Dr. Reddy's, and Aarti Drugs. In total, the company has over 180 clients spread across India and the world. The company's manufacturing facility in Solapur, Maharashtra has an installed capacity of 30,000 tons per annum, with environmental clearance for an additional 50% capacity. EDA, PIP, and DETA account for over 90% of the company's revenue. Interestingly, the manufacturing facility was declared a mega project by the Maharashtra government and is therefore eligible for a 50% refund of state GST on a gross basis. Since licensing the technology to produce the chemicals using the MEA process, the company's revenues have jumped from 54 crore rupees to 514 crore rupees at an astounding CAGR of over 200%. The corresponding post-tax profit numbers are even more dramatic, with the company moving from a loss of 16 crores in FY20 to a profit of 109 crores in FY22. Over this period, the company has also deleveraged its balance sheet, with its debt to equity falling from 3 in FY20 to below 1 in FY22. The company also has a healthy working capital cycle of less than 60 days, indicating that the company is not overburdened by working capital needs. Chemical companies generally have few ways to profitably grow the business. First, it must become a low-cost producer of a product so as to become the preferred choice for clients. This is achieved through scale and constant improvements in engineering and chemistry. This leads us to the next method, which is superior technology. Having the most efficient and clean production processes not only reduces cost, but also attracts clients that are concerned about ESG, which is increasingly a major concern for clients, especially in developed markets. Finally, the company must constantly reinvest in building the business. This includes not only increasing scale in existing products, but also expanding vertically and horizontally to capture more of the value chain. Let's now look at each of the 5 main products. The first product is EDA, or ethylene diamine. EDA is a $1.3 billion product globally. Its primary use is in the synthesis of EDTA, a commonly used chelating agent. EDA also finds applications in manufacturing of agrochemicals, including prominent fungicide mancozeb, and pharmaceuticals, including antihistamines. Balaji Specialty accounts for over a quarter of the market for EDA in India. In fact, the company is planning to forward integrate and produce EDTA, which itself is a $200 million market globally. The second product is PIP, or piperazine. The global market for piperazine is about $570 million US. PIP is a common raw material for pharmaceuticals, including ciprofloxacin, norfloxacin, and Viagra. It also has multiple applications in the specialty chemical space. Balaji Specialty dominates the PIP market in India with a market share of close to 60%. The third chemical is DETA, or diethylene triamine, which is used in many ways, including in the oil industry as a chelating agent for detergents and in the textile industry as a softener. It is also a primary component of psychoactive drugs. DETA is a $130 million market globally. The company is a key producer of DETA in India, accounting for over 11% of the Indian market. AEEA, or amino ethyl ethanolamines, is the fourth chemical, used in the manufacture of fuel and oil additives, chelating agents, and surfactants, with a global market of $160 million US. Over a fifth of India's demand for AEEA is met by Balaji Specialty. The fifth and smallest product is amino ethyl piperazine, or AEP, with a market of less than $100 million US. AEP is used in many industries, where it is used as a reactive intermediate to produce other chemicals. AEP is Balaji Specialty's smallest product, and the company accounts for less than 4% of the AEP market in India. Interestingly, the total market for these products in India is expected to grow much faster over the next 5 years than the global market for these products. While the company has grown tremendously since commencing commercial production of its products in 2019, it is important not to endlessly extrapolate past performance. Like many chemical companies, Balaji Specialty has enjoyed high growth and handsome margins in the last couple of years. However, many chemical companies have since faced demand slowdowns, especially from pharma clients, as well as high inventory costs leading to lower margins. The good news for Balaji Specialty is pharma accounts for less than 6% of its revenue. Its largest end-use industry remains specialty chemicals, followed by agrochemicals. It will be interesting to see how the company fares in coming years, which may prove to be a tricky period for many chemical companies in India. Additionally, until we know the valuation at which the company will issue shares to the public, it is difficult to arrive at any definitive answer as to the attractiveness of the offer. Nonetheless, the recent track record of the company is likely to keep potential investors interested, along with the track record of the parent company in creating shareholder wealth. As always, the company will have to prove itself over time, once it lists through sustained performance. Balaji Amines was able to grow its business tremendously. Time will tell whether they can repeat the trick with Balaji Specialty Chemicals. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something valuable. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching.
先生クジャク